After your first date, you should have a special interest in your partner and wonder, when will he ask me on a second date? How long should I wait? Does he have the same attitude as me? Being puzzled by those questions is never a comfortable feeling. So keep watching to find out everything about your midlife single men. When will he ask me on a second date? The answer depends on the man. There will be no fixed answer for his next move. Sometimes, it can be 1 or 2 days or even a week. However, the amount of time will tell you. The best scenario is that your man invites you to go out the second time while still on the first one. Waiting for a few days is also a positive sign so that he can make a perfect plan for both of you. If the gap between those 2 dates is longer than 1 week, it can indicate negative things. Unless you have finalized your relationship, there is no need to get attached to him or stop dating other men. Signs to look for if he will ask you on a second date. Number 1. He is shy about asking you out the first time. Check his attitude for the first time. Don't be surprised to find that his shyness signals his interest. Guys who are smooth and confident in asking you out can be real players. A flustered reaction shows that he genuinely wants to go out with you instead of having sex. Number 2. He tells you his schedule in advance. Guys are not always subtle creatures, so they sometimes blurt out their schedule with you. When doing this, you can figure out if he wants to see you again based on his voice tone and attitude. He can clue you in on what is coming up and give you a preview of his next commitments. Number 3. He is nervous and awkward on the first date. Body language cannot tell lies, so pay attention to his behaviors on the first date. He might be confident and bring you a lot of surprises. But awkward behaviors can be something cute and worth your attention. Maybe he was too shy to act properly in your presence and so interested in you. Number 4. He will be a gentleman about money. Never expect a guy who is unwilling to bring you any special treatment on the first date. He can be very stingy if he looks for some cheap entertainment or a quick fling. Besides this selfish behavior, his failure to pay up will also notify you that he doesn't value you much. The second date partly depends on his behavior around money. Number 5. He will compliment you, but not in a sleazy way. Saying nice things is one good sign for another date. However, make sure that they are not sexual or can lead to sex. These compliments should be related to your attractive appearance or fascinating character. Number 6. The first date doesn't end in sex or physical intimacy. Having sex too quickly is one of the biggest reasons for having only one date. The first time asking out should go more slowly so that your relationship has enough time to blossom into greater things. Number 7. He forgets about his phone on his first date with you. Not using his phone during a date is key. This behavior shows that he is dedicating his full attention to you. There would be nothing to interrupt and take his time away together. Number 8. The two of you can't shut up on the first date. If your conversation flows like a wild river and you lose track of time, you truly desire to speak and want to find out more about each other. Whatever the topics are, he pays attention to your words and replies continually. Number 9. His eye contact. A person's way of using his eye contact can say a lot about himself during communications. Locking his eyes on you consistently means that he feels the connection you give off. He desires to peer into your soul and get the emotional connection. Number 10. He opens up about past bad dates. Some guys are willing to open up about his bad past dates. They use this way to tell the differences between what they feel with you and other girls. Sharing war stories means they enjoy the date and try to ask you out another time. Signs they don't want a second date. Number 1. Easily distracted. If your guy is on his phone or constantly checking his phone, it's not a good sign on a first date. It means that he is not interested in you for a second date. Number 2. You have gone a full day without a follow-up. It is common to get a thank you text from your partner for a great time. You may not get anything if you don't receive any signals over the next day's post-date. On the contrary, they will show a great sense of urgency and excitement to let you know when they are interested in you. Number 3. Your conversation has grown dull. Short bouts of quiet moments are normal, but staring down at your phone or plate too long can be negative. Number 3. There is no enthusiasm on the first date. When meeting others, a sense of anticipation and anxiousness will make them prepare themselves for a one and only date. Number 5. Insincere vibe. A real vibe makes it easier and more welcoming to have some flirting activities. But if you feel forced or disgusted, this date should be your first and your last together. A lack of excitement and sincere flirtation is a telltale sign of no second date. Number 6. The body language says it all. Never ignore your partner's body language. His standing or hand-folding postures can tell whether or not he is comfortable around you. Few people have a perfect first date. You can easily have an awkward and draining one, both emotionally and mentally. Meeting your partner who spends days chatting with you over the phone should be a great experience. It would be a pity if he didn't ask you out for the second time. When will he ask me on a second date? Check our signs and get ready for the next wonderful date. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel and visit our website at shinetolove.com.